Hello and welcome to my showcase for Skarmory in Ultra Premiere. I use the Skarmory with best buddy boost. It's not like perfectly maxed out, of course, right now. I still need some XL candy, but it's still pretty high. I'm most likely gonna get the XL candy during the next event, with the weather event, where Skarmory is also gonna spawn, as I think. And we paired up with our Swampert. It's actually Shadow Swampert, so sorry missing that on the graphic there. And Surfetched. Basically, the idea behind the team, okay, you already knew from Great League, Skarmory plus Swampert is just really strong as a core, and Surfetch kind of should bait out the Venusaur, but with like 2 quick moves advantage, he gets to the Brave Bird before Venusaur gets to the first move, and gets a shield from Venusaur. So basically, I have in the back then fully loaded Skarmory, which can farm down this the Venusaur and 2 shielded Swampert. And that's basically my gameplay plan for this team, and let's hop right into it. I think we have a lot of battles actually. And starting with the first one, Obstacle Lead. Kind of difficult to deal. Usually I have like my what's it called? My Surfeit is to say so, but in this case I'm not gonna go into Surfeit because it's the harder counter. And I should be able to get 1 shield from the Obstacle right now with my Swampert here, which helps me a lot. And he got straight for the move. I just gonna let it go. I'm gonna sack my Swampert. I'm gonna... Okay, he gets the boost, which is kind of bad for me, because now I have to shield on my Surfetched here. Usually I would not do that if it's only cross chop or something, but he got the boost, which is kind of unlucky. And he goes into Toxic Croak, which is really tough to deal with right now, because he can align that perfectly right here. I'm gonna bait the Brave Bird, he fell for it, and I'm gonna catch the Mud Bomb here on my Skarmory, which is really good, and he has a Talonflame on the back, and this does not look really good for us right now. I have to shield this here. I know that he needs 10 more turns to get to the next move. I'm gonna throw 3 more Air Slash because there's 9 turns, so I can get to the Brave Bird and CMP tie on him, but it wasn't actually really CMP tie. And I got 2 more extra moves in, and he is at a 1 HP in a dream. I get to 1 counter here and get to the Brave Bird before he can finish me off, and this is a good game. Gonna get Brave Birded. The next 2 games should be against Tummy Love, exactly. We battle like within like an hour twice. This is the first battle, and we have a really bad lead. We go into our counter here and go for the Brave Bird right away. That's what I said in the beginning. That's basically the game plan. We get countered and we kind of bait out the Venusaur so our Swampert doesn't have to face that. Really good for us. We just gotta go and we just farm down. But in the second game, he has a different team. And there's like kind of a problem because he knew what my team is. He's also, by the way, a really good Twitch streamer. Please check him out if you haven't already. But he knew my team in the second game already, which gave him a huge advantage, which got him also the win in the second game, which you're gonna see soon. But this is in the first game still. I can farm him down here. I have a 2 shielded Swampert. He goes straight out of the Stunfisk matchup. I still have my Swampert here. He has a XL Mandibus, which is really scary for me. Like, look how little this does from a Shadow Swampert. It's crazy. I have to shield here. And he does not run Foul Play, but he runs Dark Pulse on it, which is kind of interesting. It's not even in like 3 Hydro Cannon range, which is kind of sad. I can't shield this one. Doesn't do that much actually, so I'm kind of fine here. I'm gonna throw my Hydro Cannon and I'm gonna try to sack swap, exactly, yes, try to swap on the move from him into my Skarmory. He goes into his G-Fisk again, but still Brave Bird gonna do a lot of damage. I am loaded on energy here. I just don't really want to let him farm me down here, but he can do that. I'm gonna go for the Brave Bird right away and go for a Sky Attack afterwards, which puts him really low here. And he definitely can get to Rock Slide and Earthquake here, because he needs 2 extra quick moves, and I would be able to farm down the time. I don't get a sneaking extra quick move in here, which is really unlucky. My opponents always do that. He switches out into Mandibus, and he has like at 1 HP in a dream. I still have to throw here. And he shields. And he's right at the move right now. And you also see the clock going up right now, which was really cool. And now I can farm down the Jiva skill, so I really hard lead lost and really hard switch lost, but still won the game. And here's the second game. He leads with Umbreon. I kind of stay in here, wait until he throws, and then switch out into my Surf Edge, I think. And here he goes into my champ. That's something you don't do if I know what he has on the deck there, because I know that he has a Venusaur on the deck right now. After the game, of course. And Venusaur is a way harder counter to Surf Edge. So everybody who would not know this team already would go into Venusaur there and not into Machamp. Him going into Machamp there, even though he got two shields down there, basically saved in the game, because now my Swampert can't do anything against the Venusaur, and the Umbreon will be strong enough to destroy this Skarmory there, sadly. I can't even get to the Earthquake. He throws one move before, which is like a really good move there. For me, shielding this doesn't really help me at all. Gonna have to get some energy here. I can't shield this. I have to save my shields for the Umbreon. But yeah, this is like the sad thing about being in a high elo. You play the same people all over again, and if they know your team, they can just adjust their game, and this kind of throws you off. In normal circumstances, I would have won against this team, most likely with my team, but because he knew that what I had in the back, he saved his Venusaur instead of using it as a direct counter for my fighting type, which is kind of sad. Gaventure is actually kind of difficult to deal with this team. I still have my Swampert, which is okay. I think I actually played a bit wrong here, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I overtapped there by one move, which is kind of unfortunate. I tried to throw right after my one mud shot, but didn't really. I tried to undercharge here, but it was not enough. Goes into Stunfisk, which is interesting. Like, why do you go into Stunfisk right here? I try to bait him, but he does not even shield, which is crazy. He goes straight for the Rock Slide. I'm fine with that. I get more farm with my Surf Edge here, which is cool. And I have to shield the Earthquake here. He goes for the Earthquake right away, which is cool. Goes into the Swampert, and I have two Leaf Blades stored already. One Leaf Blade gonna KO the Swampert immediately, so he has to shield this. And I gonna survive one Hydrokin on this stage, so I am fine here. I see about this. I can kill that, and I can just switch into my Skarmory and finish off this game. Skarmory didn't really do anything. Against the Jin is also someone I know from Twitter. Really unfortunate lead here. This game is really unlucky in general here. We see P-Tai on this move, which is cool because I force a shield from him. If it was a Night Slash, he would have been kinda in a bad position. He goes for the Wild Charge right away, which is cool for us. He actually plays this really right here. He stays in here for one turn and he catches the move on the Venusaur, so we can't get to a Brave Bird in time, which is kind of sad. But we're still going to do a lot of damage against this Venusaur with our counter damage. He throws here before we get to a Brave Bird, which is a clever play. But I can farm down with my Skarmory without a problem. There's nothing I really have to worry about. And I can farm up so much energy, which puts me in a really, really good spot here. But you're gonna see one problem later on. I can throw the... oh yeah, I throw the... what's it called? A Brave Bird right away and switched out here to catch the Wild Charge from the HU. So far so good, like everything worked out as planned. He has a Kingdra in the back. So what I try to do here is bait the Earthquake, so I get at least some damage on him, which worked out for me here. But this doesn't do a lot, but it still does more than just go straight for Earthquake and don't get any damage on here. I will win this if I don't get a debuff here. Yes. Of course. 50%. I mean, it's 50%, that's okay. But he would have been in Brave Bird range on this stage, and I got another debuff in the second move, so this game is already over. And yeah, look, the Brave Bird got 4 times debuffed and still like nearly 30% there. It would have been so fine. But hey, no, why would we do like... why did I always get the debuffs or the buffs from my opponents? It's just unlucky right now. They have like all over the place, but it's okay. Good game to my opponent there. That was this play, so he played it well. I can just go here into my Surfage and farm up some energy, because if he tries to get back into the Venusaur here, I have my Brave Bird ready for him. And I don't really care about that. And I go straight for a Brave Bird. I try to CMP-tie on him, so he does not get extra energy here, which worked out perfectly. I can just let this go. And now I have to wait until I go into my Skarmory, because I think I'm still switch locked. No, I'm not. Okay. And he goes into Empoleon. This is going to be a really close match now. I have the Earthquake, he is shieldless, but he also still has the Venusaur, which can still hurt me a lot because it's Shadow. I have to overfarm the maximum amount here, because the Waterfall won't do as much as a Wine Whip here. And I get through the Earthquake just barely. He is Shadow, I'm Shadow, this is going to KO him, thanks to that. And that's a good game. Flow as next opponent. Skarmory to Emperor is a really bad lead, really bad lead. We have to switch out of there immediately. He stores a move there, but goes into Machamp, which is an interesting move, because I always want to CMP against Machamp, and the matchup against Machamp is in general really good here. I can just go for a Leaf Blade, and I can even shield here, farm him down, and get my Switch Advantage back, which is really cool for me. And I get to another move with my Surfage here, which is really good for me. I can farm him down a bit, and I go into my Swampert, and I think, okay, I don't think it's gonna be a focus by Seagull, most likely gonna bait me, yeah, or maybe not. And he has a Bumpster on the back. I'm actually kinda glad that I didn't shield this now, I think, because the Abomasnow would be a kind of problem for me still. But yeah, that was unlucky that he did not bait there, but I can farm him down here right now. I still have a shield stored for the Emperors, which I can use right now. And he should be, because he's a Shadow Pokemon, even though it's resisted, he should be in the range of one Sky Attack, so I just finish him off here. Good game. But it was like really important that we get back Switch Advantage there with our Surfage. Gallade, and that's something you really want to see, because Gallade's Confusion doesn't do anything against the Skarmory here. You can just farm him down. And you get to the first move before he gets to a close combat by one turn. So he has to shield here. I don't really care if it's close combat. Close combat does like 50% to me. So I can just take it. He goes into Talonflame. I have my hard counter in Swampert here. I just gonna throw my move immediately. If he throws the Brave Bird here, I am fine to farm him down. So I'm just gonna shield here. He throws the Brave Bird immediately. I can just farm him all the way down now without any problems. And goes into Venusaur. The good thing here, Venusaur matchup is usually really bad, but I can go for the Earthquake and for the Hydro Cannon in time, which just... Oh no, never mind, we CMP-tied here, it's okay. It's okay. I can farm down, but yeah, it's Gallade. It's just like Gallade has no real play here anymore. I can completely farm down here, even though it's only a Leaf Blade. I am able to farm him down before he gets to the next Leaf Blade, and I am close to 2 moves. I'm gonna throw one more quick move so I can actually get to 2 moves back to back. This is a good game. But really well from my opponent to throw against my Swampert there, because I was like really on the Hydro Cannon already. Drifblim, oh, that's kind of difficult to deal with this team as well, because the Asasaur basically doesn't really want to see it, and also the Mudshot does nothing from the Swampert. I don't even know how I play this, maybe I lose this game. Drifblim is like, it's really rare to see right now. I don't know actually why. I think the lead is really good right now, because you see a lot of Umbreon, but like not in the lead, and in the lead you can still have like 2 hard cutters in the back for that. You should kind of expect like something like a Fighter in the back, and maybe a Fairy type, something like that. Would make a lot of sense here. I'm gonna shield here again and try to farm him all the way down. It's nice to win, but it's okay. I can go out of this matchup with a Brave Bird loaded, and I just can switch out here. It's a Kingdra in the back, that's interesting. I can go for my Brave Bird here. Not Brave Bird, Leaf Blade here. Leaf Blade gonna do a lot of damage. He's just gonna let it go, which is good for me because I needed some damage on this thing. Octazooka is not in range of KOing me here. Oh, there was this game. Yeah, and I made a mistake here. I threw the move, which killed me in the end. This was the most stupid move in the world, because he has a Surfage, and otherwise if I had some energy advantage, maybe I would have been able to get to my move here before I already had like a Brave Bird stored on my Skarmory, so I only really needed one move. But because of that, I lost. Against this by Jay here, like a good friend of mine, a really good battler. We have a really good lead here, but this game is really screwed by one thing, and that is getting in extra quick moves into charge moves. I didn't get one in here, but look at how many he gets in against me. He got one in here. It's like basically nearly random. He got one in here, even though I go for back-to-back there. So he is at 2 already. I throw my move here, I'm gonna shield, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna shield so I can maybe get back at the alignment. And he gonna shield as well. And he gets to another next move before I get there, so really well played from him. I go into my Surfetched. I think I try to catch here. Yeah, I'm not gonna get to the break in time and try to catch. He goes into Swampert. And yeah, this is not looking that good unless I get like one counter in against the Swampert already. Or if I get a counter in when I switch into the Venusaur because I survived, what's it called? Friendly Plant Barely. I go for the Sky Attack here. Am I actually in range over the Venusaur already? Am I in Wine Whip range? Sadly, I'm in Rhino range by like a sliver. And I don't get the move in here again. Like, I never got a single quick move into his charge moves, but he got like 2 or 3 into mine. It's just absurd. It's just sad. I think it's also something which is region-based because their server are in America, but hey. Happens. Okay, here's a Bronzong, which I really respect. He saw my Bronzong video, maybe. I really like Bronzong in this league. I would play it more if I would not play like a different team every day. Maybe I do another Bronzong team soon. I go straight for the Earthquake here, and he does not shield, which is good for me. I didn't really want to mess around there. He has a Dragonite, that's why I expect him not to shield, because Dragonite is the hardest counter to Swampert here. But still, look at he's Shadow, I'm Shadow. Look at the damage here. He has to shield this again, which helps me a lot. So now we have the same shield. I'm just not going to shield every move for Student here, even though a regular medium would do a lot. It's a Dragon Claw, doesn't really matter. I can go straight for my Sky Attack here. And he actually shields, and I have my my Surfetched in the back. I tried to double up on Leaf Blades here, so I get some extra damage against the Dragonite, but he just surrenders, which is good for me. Here's the next opponent, 8 Tails in the lead, and it's sadly not Charm, it's Powder Snow. Charm would be way better for us, I think. Powder Snow is kind of difficult to deal with because it's so spammy. And I just got a random follower. That happens when I record with OBS. Sorry for the sound. And we are still okay here. We are still okay here. Yeah, we're gonna get a shield here most likely. I think it survived that, barely. And I'm gonna switch out so I get an energy head start here with our Surfetched. And he switches out into Politoed. I thought, okay, why? I mean, that's basically the thing which I can hard counter with my Leaf Blades here. He's gonna outspeed me after a while, but I can get at least 2 shields because I have some energy lead. And that's basically what I'm gonna get here. If I would shield the next one, it would not help me at all. Because he needs 4 moves and I need 5 moves for my move. And so I go into my Swampert here. And I tried to Sex Swap, but it didn't really work out, sadly. And so he can get some extra farm, which was so unfortunate. This is really unlucky here. Tries to overfarm a bit more. But I get through the Earthquake before he gets to the next move, which is kind of interesting. He definitely was the Weather Ball already. But fine for me. And he has a stun on the bed, so it looks really, really good for us. But there's still one problem, and that is the 1 HP Alolan Ninetales. So I'm gonna throw Hydrocan here because 2 Hydrocan are enough. And he's back Sex Swap at least there, which is really good for me. And I'm just gonna go for the Earthquake because I have it, doesn't really matter. Hydrocan was enough there, but I had to look out for the Sex Swap from my opponent. Really good game there. Skarmory took Avengela. Actually, it's fine if they threw 1 extra. Yeah, I get to this Sky Attack before him, which is okay for me. And I'm gonna switch out here. And I'm gonna no-shield. He has a 2 moves right now. I'm just gonna no-shield here. I want my Swampert with Avengela. It's basically just maybe bait out a Pokemon, and I get to my first move before he throws the next move, which is really good for me. I get another shield, and I can just let this thing go. And he farmed me down a bit. Now I can go to Swampert. I'm gonna shield lunch because I kind of want to maintain my health here. And I think my opponent made a really good play here. 1, 2, and I think, yeah, he switched here into Bummer Snow, which is a bit tough to deal with for me. But at least I didn't throw my move into him. I get to him a Sky Attack before, which is good. I hope he has not like a Venusaur or something like this in the back. This would suck a bit. I'm just gonna let this one go. I'm gonna farm up like 3 more Mudshots here, exactly. Throw my Hydro Cannon. I know that I can throw 1 more Mudshot against the Garvantula before he gets to move. And throw my Hydro Cannon, kill that. And he has a normal Stunfisk in the back, which is kinda cool. And that's a good game. I really like this team. Like it's kind of standard, but like Surfetch is kind of unique on this team. Most people run Skarmory, which is basically the line I have used to hit Legend last season in Great League. But I highly recommend this team, and I hope you also have fun playing it if you want to try it out on your own. Get yourself a Skarmory. Skarmory is like so strong in this meta right now. It's just so nice to have it on the lead and bait out a Venusaur to farm down and then just kill things with Brave Bird. So, thanks all for watching, and I hope I see you next time.